Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be seeing if poor geniuses could beat rich idiots in WorldBox. I've seen these kinds of videos before, so I was thinking, you know what, let's try for myself, see if it'll go the same way. So yeah, on this side, this is going to be where the rich idiots are going to be. We're going to go ahead and put in every single good biome, or at least every single lush biome through here. Okay, we got all of the biomes set up over here. Can't forget to add some trees and stuff throughout the thing. You know, gotta give them some vegetation, as well as add some berry bushes near the top so that they can have a good source of food for at least the first like 100 years until they find their own way to get some food. And then down here, we're also going to spread in some ores. We got some stone, we got some silver, some adamantium. Then we got some iron. Then we got some mithril. And then we got gold. Oh, and I accidentally got a little bit in the poor geniuses side, but you know what? This will be the only ores that I will put over here. Now, moving on to the poor geniuses side. As you can see, it's basically just a barren wasteland. There's nothing really here. But I'll give them a little bit of stuff. I'll give them a teeny tiny little area, like a little pond area. That could be cool. Have it lead on out to the outside. Give them a nice little waterway. And you know what? Since I forgot, I'll also give that to these guys. But I'll make theirs bigger. So now, the most important thing, gotta place the people. I'll start off with 5 poor geniuses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now move on over here, and we're going to put in the rich idiots. We'll put in 5 rich idiots at the very top, so that we'll kind of see how it expands downward towards all the ores and stuff like that. Now that everybody has their traits, I'm gonna let this go for about 100 years and see where we're all at. It is officially year 100. Let's see what they have been up to. Alright, so just looking at the numbers, it is clear that the poor geniuses, despite having maybe like a tenth of the rich idiots' resources, they have more than 200 people, which is kind of crazy. Zooming in on them, you can see that they have roads, their houses, while being pretty young, as being expected, it's only year 100. But they're all pretty consistent with this. There's barely any tents. And you can actually see a few better houses up here, where they kind of started off, as well as a few farms and crop areas. And even a few small other towns, like this one over here. And this one over here. Moving on to the rich idiot side. This is kind of weird, but I went over to the rich idiot side, and their houses are way more advanced for some reason. I don't know why, but they are. Huh. You know what? I've never actually seen this in WorldBox before. Maybe it's just because they have better resources, that's probably it. But still, that is really cool. But even though they have better houses, their population isn't as high, and they haven't gotten to the better resources, which is like down here with all the ores and stuff. I think once they get to this, everything's gonna take off. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this alone for about until year 500, and we'll see where they are at that point. It is officially year 500. As you can see, they have completely expanded throughout the entire map, with the rich idiots more than 1,000 ahead of the poor geniuses. I'm guessing that's just because they had better resources than they did. But right after I go through what they all look like, I'm going to drop the wall, and we're going to see who will actually win in this fight. Alright, so starting with the poor geniuses, everything is, it's like a grid, basically. The houses aren't too advanced, but they're like all the same. It's pretty weird. Huh. It's all like, it's literally just a complete perfect grid. It's like 9 houses, 9 houses, 9, 9. I'm not sure if that's because they're geniuses and they do that, but that is pretty cool. It looks like they do have a little bit more advanced stuff towards this area down here. So it's nice to see that they are advancing, but I'm guessing with the very limited resources I gave them, basically just being cactuses and a tiny bit of silver and a little bit of water over here, they haven't really done much. In fact, they don't even have a single port over here, which, I mean, to be honest, I don't know why they would. There's nothing they can really ship. Moving on to the rich idiots, they are actually really advanced. Despite not being the smartest, their resources have definitely put them in the lead. And they do have ports, 3 ports, very impressive. And it seems as though they have mined basically all of the ores here, with like a few exceptions. Like there's that, and then there's like this over here. But yeah, I think this is about as advanced as each one is going to get with their resources. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the wall, and we're going to see who will win this battle. The wall has officially been dropped. So it seems from the north, they're both charging on the north. It appears that the idiots are actually trying to push more into it, while the geniuses are trying to get their forces together. For some reason, 90% of them are at this farm. I don't know why. Down here towards the middle, it appears the geniuses are actually making a really good push into the idiots' territory. Or maybe it's the other way around. Both of them look pretty similar to each other. It could really go either way here. Although it actually does look like the idiots are actually taking over the geniuses' land. And more towards down here, it seems to be more the same. The idiots are advancing more into the geniuses' land. The geniuses' army is going down. The poor geniuses' leader was murdered. So it appears that the idiots are indeed making their way into everything. I don't know why, but there's still so many people just chilling. Don't know why they should be defending, but whatever. And they officially conquered their first area down here. And it appears, looking at the map above, that the poor geniuses are losing by more than 1,000. Their soldiers are at 500, while the idiots are at 1.4 thousand. And it seems like they just lost more land, and it looks like they're about to lose even more land. What is the king even doing in this scenario? What is he? He's sleeping. The king is sleeping. 74-year-old king is sleeping mid-invasion. What a good king. Although it looks like the poor geniuses are actually trying to take over some of the land up here, which if they're able to do that would be very good. But it's looking like they are being... Oh, hold on. It looks like they are actually going to be able to take over this small portion of land. Hopefully that will help them take over. It wasn't very much, but it was a little. But it appears that the rich idiots have already taken over such a huge portion of land, and they're just getting more and more, that the poor geniuses are going to have to really lock in if they want any chance at winning here. Yeah, it seems like the idiots have even more soldiers just back here doing basically nothing. The poor geniuses are down by more than 2,000 people, and they are down to less than 100 troops, while the idiots are up 2,000 and have about 1,000 troops. It appears that there are still some soldiers back here who haven't really jumped into the fight yet, but it appears that the idiots are indeed making their way through the entire kingdom, and it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. Nearly half of the poor geniuses map has been taken by the rich idiots, and it looks like they're kind of just letting it happen. Oh, and it appears they are about to conquer the complete bottom of the map. Oh wait, they might be held off. It's kind of hard to tell. It's not moving. It is possible that the poor geniuses are indeed holding them off. Although on second thought, looking at it again, looks like they're finna lose this piece of land. If they lose this, they basically lose the entire bottom of the map, except for this tiny portion. It appears they also lost this area over here, meaning they've lost access to the water nearly entirely. Oh, that's not really a big issue. They barely even touched the water, but still. It appears, oh, more land up here is being taken over, as well as, oh wait, the poor geniuses are trying to take back some of their land. And it actually looks like it's working. Could they make a comeback after all of this? Let's see. They are officially taking over. They are officially taking back some of their former land. The poor geniuses are actually back up to over 100. But the rich idiots are up by more than 200 than they were before. So it appears that they are still losing horribly. But as long as they're able to kind of hold the line... Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. They've officially lost the complete bottom of their map and the part that they worked hard to regain. And it appears they also lost their top area up here, which is unfortunate for them. That means they've done nothing but lose. They've also lost their main area where they started out. So now they are down to 2 towns and looking like it's going to be 1 town. So it's possible they still do have more than hundreds. They still do have hundreds of people, but their army is just not good. The rich idiots' army's going up and their army's going down. From the looks of it, I'm not really seeing any rich army people. Oh wait, yes I do. They're starting to move in, but it doesn't appear they're actually really attacking. Oh wait, they are right here, yes. The last of the poor geniuses' soldiers are trying to make a final effort to try to hold them off, but it does not look like it worked, and they are down to 20 soldiers, while the rich idiots are back up to their original before the fighting even started. and they are up by more than 1,000 that they were before. This is not looking good. The poor geniuses have officially lost this part of their map. That is not good, and it appears that this part of the map is starting to be conquered, and the rich idiots army is definitely invading. They don't have the most advanced weaponry, being some steel, copper, and bronze, but that means that they were able to utilize those resources, while a lot of the poor geniuses only had wooden or stone because there weren't many good resources down for them, which is unfortunate. They are down to their last colony. 88 people left, 28 soldiers. Rich idiots, 1,600 soldiers and nearly 6,000 population. It appears that the poor geniuses are going to be written out of the history book before you know it. But it appears this is the last of their soldiers. They are actually trying to hold off and destroy some of the houses with the idiots. It looks like they're trying to hold what little land that they have left, but judging based off of how many soldiers the rich idiots have, it looks like the poor geniuses will probably lose here. And it appears they are getting attacked, but it actually looks like the poor geniuses were actually able to beat them. So as long as one of the rich idiots' army doesn't show up, they might actually be able to take over another small town that they had before. But unfortunately, I see huge armies of rich idiots going up to where the poor geniuses' army is, and it looks like they are being cooked. Arrows are flying, people are dying. It's just not a good scene. Fire is now spreading somehow. I don't even know how, but it is apparently. And it looks like they're making their way to their final town. 0 soldiers left for the poor geniuses. They might as well... Oh, the king is still alive. The king has now been killed. Oh, I wonder what... Wait, what is this? Wait, I've never seen this before. I wonder what that is. Alright, it appears that the rich idiots have indeed won. So I guess this answers the question. Between poor geniuses and rich idiots, the rich idiots will come out on top. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, consider liking, subscribing. I'm on the road to hit 850 subs by the end of the year, and it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe. And consider checking out some of my other content, and if this video does well, then I'll make more WorldBox videos soon. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Goodbye.